welcome to today's video. Now today is a Fitness Friday video. I'm just going to do a bit of an update with you guys because I did just before what I'm about to talk about, so I wanted to explain to you that I'm done and I actually survived. So basically I did Survival of the Fittest. My last Fitness Friday video, I think it was my last one, was about me doing Survival of the Fittest, sorry. And so basically I just wanted to tell you guys that I survived. Woohoo! And I wanted to tell you guys a little bit about my experience because I know some of you are probably maybe thinking about doing races, or maybe you think, oh my god, I'm trying to get into fitness, but actually I don't know if I could do stuff like that because honestly, it's quite horrific, I'm not going to lie. So basically what Survival of the Fittest is, for any of you guys that don't know, it's a race that I did in Nottingham. They do them all over the country though, and basically it's like a 13-kilometre race, and then there's obstacles along the way. So it's brutal, I'm not going to lie, it's absolutely brutal. I did it with my amazing friend Totally Sasha, who is on YouTube, and he's awesome, he's totally awesome. And then we did it with a bunch of other people that we know. Becky, my sister, unfortunately couldn't do it in the end because she was too poorly, she had food poisoning. So I really don't think crawling through mud and swimming through lakes and stuff was really going to be the right thing for her. So she didn't actually manage to do it, but the rest of us did it together, and it took us, I've got actually the time on my phone, basically it took us a lot longer than we expected because you have to queue for a lot of the obstacles. So in total I got my little time, oh where is it? I've lost it. Hold on, Sasha just literally just sent it through to me because I was like, I want to tell them all. Was 2 hours, 42 minutes and 29 seconds. So basically I was in wave 5, so there's loads of different waves that go, and you have say like 250 I think people that run in your wave of people. So in the beginning you have this military guy who basically warms you up in like a pen and gets you all like excited about life and gets ready for the experience. I got totally confused at that stage, so he was basically trying to make us do all these machine gun workouts, not with an actual machine gun. I shot myself in the face with a paintball gun, let alone a machine gun. Would not be trusted with that. So it's just like the moves and stuff I guess they do while they're training in the army. I got totally confused. I basically just ended up slut dropping on my own. So I was just there chilling, but that's still a warm-up, you know. And anyway, then you basically get set off, so you get like kind of, they tell you to go, and then everyone just runs, and literally about 50 yards or something, so a few meters in front of you, there's massive hay bales, and that's basically the first obstacle. And it's brutal, honestly. So I was going over, this guy comes up behind me, literally I was like on the hay bale, one of them, he just boots me out the way, and he was like, excuse me, and like booted me out the way. I was like, oh my god. He was like, I'm gonna get a good time this year. It's like, wow, literally there's no chivalry within races. So anyway, so I got through that, and then we ran for a bit, and I got stitched within the first 5 minutes. I was literally like, ah, so that really hurt. Carried on going though, so basically you run for a bit, then there's an obstacle, which actually you're quite glad about, because for one, you get to queue a little bit, because there's obviously so many people, so you get to queue, you get a little bit of a rest, and also you don't have to run for like 13 kilometres solidly. So that's quite nice, although saying that, because your body then gets used to resting, it's then quite hard to keep running again, I found. So it's, you know, swings and roundabouts, but it was still really good fun. So we all helped each other. We had a couple of guys in our group, which was amazing, because basically you have to climb over things like 10-foot walls and jump down the other side. I'm terrified of heights, so I was like, ah. So that was pretty scary. I got covered in bruises, so this isn't for like the faint-hearted. I will show you a picture now of my bruised legs, so I do apologise, they're really manky and look like little chicken legs, but I just wanted to show you guys that actually, yeah, it does kind of hurt, and you will get maybe some sort of injuries. I bruise like a little peach anyway, but I just wanted to tell you guys that. So anyway, oh, I'll show you a photo as well. This is us before the race, so we looked all nice. So this is Totally Sasha, and then it's his sister and his partner Morris, so that's really nice. And basically we ran together with a bunch of other people, and I didn't actually manage to get an end photograph, but I will pop up some photos while I'm chatting to you guys, just kind of about the different things that we had to do. So basically we had to do a few dry land things, bits of running, you know, carry on a little bit, and then we got to a bit where you have to lift sandbags. So I'm going to put up a little sandbag picture of me right right now. Literally just lob it over your shoulder and kind of run with it. There was like water barrels that you had to carry that were really heavy around a little course. These were all the obstacles obviously in between running. Then at one stage you had to crawl under, well, basically a cargo net, so it's like a net that army people go under, and literally like crawl your way through mud. So at that stage my stepdad was there with his little camera, so I'm going to put up those photos now as all. You can see Sasha as well, he's there, and basically that's us coming through mud. I did run up to my stepdad and try and like hit him in the face with my, well, not him in the face, but you know what I mean, like touch him in the face with my muddy hands, but he was like, keep running. And then, so anyway, we got through mud, and then I didn't actually get any photos of these, but we had to then swim through water, which was, it sounds really good fun, but honestly, on a cold October British day, it's not so fun. So I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. I'm just gonna do it. And Sasha was like, so you got a little like life jacket. Sasha was like, right, what you need to do, because you go down this slide thing, sounds more fun than it was. It was basically like a bin bag down the side of a hill with sprinklers on it. You know, like we used to do when you were little kids. Loved it. Anyway, so you go down this thing and Sasha was like, right, spread your hands at the end, so kind of like smack down against the water, and that should stop you going under the water. Well, obviously I did that wrong, and then I was so like concerned with not going under the water and getting this mane wet because it takes so long to dry, which is just never going to happen, that I ended up going underneath the water, inhaled all this water, and apparently you're meant to drink Coke either before or after, or both, before you go in a lake because it's got so much bacteria in there. So basically I inhaled some water, then I didn't drink any Coke afterwards, and I basically just got super poorly. So for 3 days afterwards I had a really bad stomach and I was literally trying to be sick and everything. It was awful because there's so much bacteria. So if you ever do kind of like lake swimming that's not like a fresh water lake, definitely do the Coke trip, like have some Coca-Cola, because it definitely, I mean, it shows how bad it is for you, but it kills everything within your system. So yes, I didn't do that. Then once we'd done a bit of swimming, I said to Sasha, so I was like, oh my god, I'm actually quite looking forward, this is just before we went in, quite looking forward to going in because I'm actually really hot and I need to pee. And he was like, oh my god, I'm not going to go downstream with you. I was like, Anyway, I got in and literally, because it was so cold, everything just tensed, and I was like, Sasha, I can't even pee. He was like, well, that's good. Oh god, it was tragic. Anyway, you get to know people pretty well when you do these things. So then we carried on running, and by this stage your legs feel like lead because you've got so much water, and you just feel so heavy, so knackered. Then we had to run up and down these hills which are like mud and they're a bit wet. So one of the guys, I think it was Morris from our group, was like, oh, be careful at this stage because this is where last year a girl broke her leg. So I was like, wow, okay. So I like literally like crawled down. I was like, I'm not breaking my leg, I don't want to. Anyway, then you run a little bit further, more obstacles. There's like poles to slide down. I look like Bridget Jones going down them, not sexy at all. And then yeah, basically you get to, the final bit that nearly killed me was you go to a football stadium. You have to run up and down the stairs within the football stadium. At that stage I was like, my low blood sugar and low blood pressure was starting to like hit me because I really suffer, and I started to go really shaky. So as we left this football stadium, there was just this random woman standing there with this like massive box of Haribo. So I think you were just meant to take one, like, because they were sugar sweets, and I was just like, because of my low blood sugar, just grabbed a handful, and she was like, oh okay. I was like, I'm really sorry, I've got low blood sugar, I gotta go, bye, and like carried on running, and then like shoved them in my mouth. Then I got stitched again because I felt like I was gonna be sick because I'd eaten them so quickly, but I was like, I need some sugar. Anyway, so then you run on a little bit, go over this bridge where I saw my sister and our lovely friend Gemma, and she bought the puppies, so I'll put some pictures up of those two right now as well, especially Penelope because she's hilarious, and she was wearing their little jumpers and they just looked so cute. Everyone was loving them. Even one person apparently ran around the corner and was like, oh, I didn't want to do this, and then I just suddenly saw them and I thought, oh, I can do it again. So it was really, really lovely. And then yeah, you finally get into the end sort of bit, and there's more obstacles. There's like monkey bars across water, there's like rings that you almost get in like a circus that you have to swing across. I was rubbish at those. Then you've got a slide that you have to go down and more water to go through, a massive air jump. So you have to jump on this massive inflatable airbag, which scared the life out of me because it was so high. And also Elle Fowler from All That Glitters, she did this recently at, that's how she broke her neck. So it just terrified me. So I was like, oh my God. So anyway, I was trying to be really careful not to hurt myself. I had to crawl through a few more nets, climb over a few more walls. And then the final thing was this like travelator thing, which is basically like an escalator that goes down and you have to run up. And so it sounds a lot easier than it is. When you're knackered, you just want to get to the end. And also it's really high, so they were like, yeah, when you run, don't just keep running, like stop if you get to the top because you'll just go over the end. So I was like, oh God. So anyway, all these like massive guys and like girls were trying to go up there, failing, like falling down. I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to be able to do this. But at this stage, you again had to queue. So we were queuing for probably about 40 minutes for this one. And so I kind of had a little bit of a sit down. I was like, right, I'm going to recoup myself and get myself together. And then anyway, all my friends were there, my sister and Gemma and everyone, all there. And they were like shouting and like cheering me on. So I felt really good. And so anyway, I just went for it. When it was my turn, the one was like, go. So I like ran. I was like, ah. Like I was on some little treadmill. And anyway, I nailed it all the way up to the top. I was so happy, so happy. And eventually we all finished together and ran through the finish line, and you basically get timed because you have like a little tracker almost on your, like a little chip on your trainer. Sorry. And then we got some popcorn and stuff at the end, or some like protein stuff. It was amazing. I was absolutely exhausted at this stage, but I got my little medal! Yay! Honestly, I have not got a medal since I was probably about 5 for swimming, so I'm super excited about this, and I'm going to keep this because I'm so happy about it. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself that I did it, because honestly, for me, I am not a runner. I hate running with a passion. I'm not very good with upper body strength. Like, I don't really have that much upper body strength. Even though I do weights, that did help me a bit, but you're just exhausted. So I was so proud of myself and my lovely team that got me round. We honestly just did it together, and that is the best thing that you can do. Just get some friends involved. And so I'd say with the whole fitness thing, like, this was something for me to work up towards. This was like a target that I just wanted to do, and Becky wanted to do as well, and unfortunately, as I said, she couldn't. But I just felt like I couldn't have done it without Sasha and people like that, like spurring me on, and just everyone was cheering each other on. And if you hit a really bad point where you're like, oh, shattered, your friends are there and they keep you going, they keep you boosted, and it's just amazing. So I'd say if you want to get into stuff like this, I mean, obviously I'm not saying now I'm going to run a marathon or anything. I'm just saying that it really did help me. So if you want to try and get into running or some sort of events like this, then I'd say maybe try for like a 5k first, like a 5 kilometre run first, which is like, I think 2.1 miles. So it's not that far, and honestly, you can do it. Like, you just take it at your own pace. Get your trainers out, just go out around your local area or your local park or whatever, and just do a little bit of running. And honestly, the difference it makes to your fitness is unbelievable. You might have to walk most of it to begin with, but then as you train more and more and more, you'll get more and more confident. And then who knows, you could be running marathons by the end of it. So I really hope this has given you guys, some inspiration. Please give it a massive thumbs up for me if you've loved just hearing my story and the fact that I've got a medal. Yay! And also, if you guys ran it yourselves, then click the thumbs up, write a comment below and let me know how you got on. And of course, tweet, Instagram me, whatever, if you've got any photos of yourselves running it while you were there. I'm really sorry I couldn't get any footage, but my friends took along a GoPro last time with them, and they said just in the obstacles it kept getting stuck and it really hindered them, so it wasn't worth me trying to film it. And also, I looked like a massive tomato. I was like, oh, by the end of it. So anyway, I'm so proud of myself, and I just wanted to share my experience with you guys, just in case any of you are thinking, I really want to do it, but I don't think I can. You honestly can. And if you are going to, then drop me a message, tweet me, whatever, and I will help you through it, I promise. I'll try and help you the best I can. And remember to drink that Coke, because it kills everything. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!